All right. We now return to Fresh Meat in Prison Streets. Previously on, the party has infiltrated the masquerade ball and spent some time talking amongst the guests, trying to discern some identities, as they're currently trying to figure out who exactly Lady Venetia is at this party, as she always attends her balls in disguise. So they spent some time talking amongst the guests, trying to suss out some identities, and then found an opportunity to sneak their way upstairs and enacted a plan which involved a distraction from Ender, in which Perry and Proud managed to climb some vines along the outside of the manor up to an upper balcony, and then made their way into a window to the upper floor of the manor. They did some poking around in some of the rooms and found some odd things, and then made their way to some sort of bedroom which had a trapdoor in the ceiling. And they managed to open that trapdoor, as well as catch the ladder that quickly fell out, stopping it from making a noise, and then began to climb up into what they learned was some sort of attic full of crates and barrels and all sorts of storage. And downstairs, Ender and Fox disguised as one of the waitstaff, and Ender as one of the guests. Ender had performed a distraction in which he got severely drunk and then very sick, and then cured himself of that with one of his spells. And then they received a notice on their scrolls of speaking, which allows them basically to write something down and have it appear on the other scroll. That Perry was in some sort of trouble upstairs. She wasn't sure what was happening and she needed assistance. So Fox and Ender performed another distraction, which allowed Ender to sneak upstairs to the dumbwaiter in the kitchen. And once he arrived upstairs, he saw the ladder that they had left where it was and climbed up to the attic. So currently Fox is still downstairs, as he was the one who made the distraction, and Ender has joined Perry and Proud upstairs. Now, upstairs in the attic, Perry was standing watch at the ladder in case they needed to pull it up quickly, and Proud took some time to look around some of the crates as they're looking for any sort of incriminating evidence that may paint Lady Venetia in a bad light. So, after poking around some of the crates, Proud began to act a little odd, which is what Perry requested help for. So, where we return to is upstairs in the attic, where Perry has just seen Ender climb up this ladder and began to talk to him. And Proud is off on the other side of the room doing his own thing. So just for the sake of continuity, we'll back up a couple seconds. Perry, you see Ender climb the ladder up into the room.
And that there's something wrong with Proud.
What's going on?
So like Proud was like walking around the room and he was all like, la 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 la, looking at all the boxes and like making lots of noises and like rumbling the boxes, and then all of a sudden he like appeared behind me and was all like, nothing's in that box. And I was like, what? And he was like, nope, there's nothing there. And then there was like something wrong with his eye, and I was like, Proud, are you okay? And he was like, yeah, I'm fine. And then I was like, but like, what's wrong with your eye? And he was like, oh, there's just something in my eye. And I was like, what? That's strange. And then he like just walked away, and it's just strange.
Okay. Perry and I pulled the ladder back up like we did
Mhm.
earlier.
Yep.
Okay, let me go see if I can talk to him and figure out what's going on.
Okay, well, he definitely said that there's this box, that box right there. He said there's nothing in that box, but I definitely heard something from that box.
Okay.
So you wanna go check that out, or you
Yeah,
want
just
me to check it out?
watch my back.
Okay,
Andrew, as you begin
I'm
to walk over
watching.
here, you hear a thumping sound coming from one of the boxes.
Okay. If I walk around this corner where I can see Proud, what is he doing?
He's lifting the lid to this crate right here.
Okay. Hey, Proud.
Yes,
If I walk forward, do I see him with his eye closed still?
he still has his eye closed. Yes.
Okay. Are you okay?
Yes, I'm fine.
Okay. Perry seemed a little concerned. What have you found so far?
Nothing so far. Still looking.
Okay. Do I notice any difference about his personality or anything as I'm talking to him?
He speaks a little different than he normally does. More formally.
Okay. Okay, if I start walking back over here, like towards the box, does he like react in any way?
No, he is walking kind of off in a new direction now, leaving that crate ajar.
Okay. Perry, can I see the magnifying glass?
No,
No.
no, I said here you go.
Oh, here I go. Okay. Thank you. um, I'm gonna twist the magnifying glass so it's activated, and then I'm gonna listen for which box had the thumping noise coming from it, and then peer into the top of the lid, or through the top of the lid into the box to see what I see.
All right. You peer inside. It is dark because it's not lit inside the box.
Okay, I'll cast a dancing light spell inside the box so I can see into it.
Okay. You see a small doll, and it is sort of pounding its little porcelain fist against the outside of the box, or against the
Okay.
inside of the box. Sorry.
What the hell? Um. I hand the magnifying glass back to Perry.
What you see?
There's a doll in there that's alive. I think I,
What do you mean it's alive?
it was like
Crazy.
pounding. It's pounding against the side of the box, like it's trying to get out.
I wanna go see.
Okay.
He opens the box.
You
All right.
open it? Okay.
Freddy opens the box.
Inside, you see a small doll. It was pounding its fist against the inside of that crate, but now it sort of looks up at you.
Hello, little doll. My name is Perry.
It doesn't respond.
Oh, strange. Nothing. Okay.
Is it still like moving like it's alive?
Yes.
One sec.
Okay.
Okay, the doll waves at you, sort of both arms over its head, trying to get your attention, Perry.
Hi, little doll. I can tell you are trying to tell me something with your cute little arms. Would you like to get out of this box? Because Perry will do that for you.
The doll sort of does some little jumps and hops, and motions with its hands.
And that it's like a little pet or something. Like I think it wants to get out of the box. I can't really tell. I asked it if it wanted to get out of the box, and it just did these cute little hops, hop, hop, hop.
If this was in the box, why did Proud act like there was nothing there though?
Perry, as you say, wants to get out of the box. The doll nods.
It's kind of creepy, but okay. Perry picks up the doll and takes it out of the box and puts it down on the floor. Okay, doll, there you go. You're gone. Out of the box.
It's a old-looking and small porcelain doll with one of its eyes missing. The other eye that's still there looks very realistic.
Yeah, it's kind of creepy. And there, take a look at this doll.
Right? This is really weird.
As you place the doll on the ground, Perry, um, the doll sort of looks off past the two of you and begins pointing at Proud, and then back at itself.
See,
I think it's trying to play charades with us.
did you see that? Yeah, he's pointing at Proud. Do you have crush on Proud?
Maybe it wants us to give it to Proud.
Yeah, you could give it to Proud.
The doll
Okay,
shakes its head violently.
Oh, no, she said no.
wait, violently no or violently yes? I'm assuming violently no. That was a joke. Okay. Um. Okay, so not doesn't want to go to Proud. Did Are you afraid of Proud? Did Proud do something to you?
The
Oh,
doll,
Ender's asking that doll questions. I want to talk to Proud.
the ender, the doll shakes its head yes, and points at its eye. Perry, as you walk up to Proud, Proud has his dagger out and is prying the nails out of this crate.
Perry steps back a couple of steps backwards, and Perry is holding the hilt of her dagger, but not taking it out. And Perry says, "Hi, Proud. What are you doing?"
You see Proud pause and turn his head towards you slowly and says, "Just looking for something. Isn't that what we're doing?" And then looks back towards the crate and continues to pry the lid off.
Yeah, that's definitely what we were looking for. Proud, why don't you go look at the other side of the room, and I'll follow.
It looks at you again. All right, I was finished here anyway.
Like, maybe here at the closet. You haven't been there yet.
Okay. Can I pick up the doll and look at the eye of the doll?
You pick up the doll and look at the eye.
Does it look familiar?
It does.
It looks like Proud's eye.
It's a deep shade of a blue.
Okay. I'm gonna kind of like keep the doll in my grasp, but like hide it away from Proud's body. Proud.
All right.
And then I'm gonna walk over to him.
As you walk over to him, he's lifting the lid off of this crate.
Proud, what are we looking for?
You see Proud pause for a moment. And then he turns, kind of stands upright, turns back towards you with this lid now ajar and says, "Oh, don't worry. I found what I'm looking for."
You did?
Yes.
What were you looking for?
As you ask that, the lid of this crate, now ajar, opens itself.
Can we get a zoom in of that? What is that?
And out of that crate crawls another puppet.
Oh god.
This one, sort of clockwork, and its body is shaped like a large brass bell. Carved into it, into the side of the bell, is a sort of face, and it carries in its two hands a large mace. It stands maybe at about hip height for you guys. And it climbs its way out of this crate, making sort of a dull clanging noise as it does so. Perry, you hear motion from behind you as well.
Oh my god. What is that?
And as you turn to look, you see another puppet crawling out of the crate that Proud has left ajar. This one holds a rapier in its hands, and sort of pulls itself up out of this crate as if it has invisible strings, and sort of hangs slightly, its feet dragging along the ground as it climbs out of this crate. And were you still carrying the doll? I forgot to
Yeah,
drag it.
I'm still carrying it.
Gotcha. I just forgot to drag it, so I want to make sure. Here you go. And there you go. And from behind you, you hear more motion, the sound of wood, and sort of a soft clacking off in this direction. And the crate that Proud pried open with his dagger was left ajar as well, and another puppet is climbing out of it. This one holds a small bow in its hands.
And then what do we do?
Looks like we're about to fight.
Oh, state the obvious, why don't you? But like, what do we do?
Just try and get Proud back. I don't know. What? I'm gonna cast Spiritual Weapon.
All right. As you begin to cast, the creatures ready their weapons and begin to lunge at you. So I'll let you cast Spiritual Weapon, and then we'll roll for initiative.
Okay. I'm casting it as the same like long sword that looks like a ray of sunlight.
Okay. Just give me a sec. So where do you want to put it?
I'm gonna put it right here.
I'll let you do it. Here. There you go. Alright, and then the two of you make initiative rolls.
That's a 15 for Barry.
5.
That's okay, and that I probably was gonna end up going first anyways.
Okay. Then 1 second. Alright. 15. One sec. Okay. I thought it was somebody else messaging me, but doesn't do that right now. Alright. Now then. So first things first. You summoned your spiritual weapon, so you can make an attack with it as well.
Okay. I'm going to strike this creature.
Alright.
Just whack it over the top of the head. Try and make it have its bell rung a little bit. So let's see. It's just a swing to hit. 24.
That hits.
And I hit it for 11 damage. This is
That's force damage, yeah?
force damage, yes.
Gotcha. Alright. The force damage hits the puppet, and you see parts of it kind of fly off, but it's still standing. Alright, so for now, moving into the initiative order. First to move is the doll.
Wait, I'm holding on to it, so can it still
It
move?
attempts to wriggle out of your hands.
Okay,
you let
I'm
it?
not...
Do you let it?
No, I'm gonna try and hold on to it.
Alright, doll, make a... this will be grappled, so we'll do opposing rolls.
This is athletics, I'm assuming?
Yes, versus a dex roll for the doll.
Okay. I rolled a 17.
Alright, the doll just barely manages to squirm out of your grasp.
Okay.
And it runs over to this puppet here. And takes one of its little porcelain hands and attempts to sort of punch the doll or slap at it. And it hits for for 1 damage. You hear a
Doll
little.
on doll violence.
You hear a little clang as the doll just punches this metal bell here. All right. Next, the doll behind you, Perry, makes its approach. It sort of half walks, half floats through the air, dragged along by invisible strings, and stabs at you with its rapier. And it hits. For 5 piercing.
And that I think we're kind of like outnumbered here. You don't happen to know any tricks to like get rid of these dogs, do you?
Nope.
Alright. Next in the turn order is Periwinkle.
Perry would like to cast Detect Magic.
Okay. From around the room, several things begin to glow. Each of the puppets, including this little doll, begins to glow with sort of a combination of a mixture of magic. Difficult to discern the type, including the puppet over here. Though that one's a little far away for your spell. And Proud also gives off a vague aura. It's very faint, but it's still there.
And there you recognize any of those magics?
I don't think I can see
Correct.
your detect magic.
Oh, that's a bummer. Everyone's glowing up like a party in here, and that's the kind of party I don't want to be in.
All right. Anything else then, Perry?
No, Perry's done with their turn.
All right. The bell puppet from in the corner of the room. It, with sort of a metallic clockwork clanking, it begins to raise the mace that it's holding in its hand. The mace is sort of like just a rounded ball, iron ball on the end of a stick. Up over its head, slowly, with a loud clanking. And that is where it'll end its turn.
Does it look like it's aiming at the porcelain doll or anything?
No, it looks like it's aiming at itself.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Alright, from behind you, this doll does a similar thing to this one, sort of dragging itself and half floating. And then it draws its bow back and fires an arrow at you, Ender.
Okay.
And that hits. If you notice, I made sure that you had your armor on as well. On your stat sheet.
Oh no, I don't want it on. I wouldn't have worn it.
Are you sure? Because I figured you could have worn it under since it was chainmail. So I allowed you to have it if you want it.
No, I'm gonna say I didn't have it because
Okay.
I don't want the punishment to stealth checks.
All right,
So
that's fine. Then.
I'd rather not wear
It's your choice, but I said I would allow it. So you can choose to not have had it then.
Okay.
Then that definitely has.
Yeah.
And it deals 6 piercing.
Okay.
All right, and that brings us to your turn, Under.
Ah, you little dog. Ah.
And an arrow, slightly smaller than your typical arrow, buries itself into your shoulder from
Okay.
behind.
I am going to grab for my holy symbol and then cast Bless on Perry, myself, and the porcelain doll.
All right.
So we all get +4 or a +d4 to attack rolls and to saving throws. And then I'm gonna cast. Well, actually, hold on. Let me make sure. Okay, never mind. I'll use my bonus action to attack with the spiritual weapon again at this stall.
Okay.
Sorry, forgetting I have to roll for this one. 25 to hit.
That hits.
Only 5 force damage though.
All right. You see some more pieces go flying off it as you take another swing at it. It looks pretty torn up now. There's a small crack running up the side of the bell, but it's still standing.
Okay. And then I will look at Proud really fast. Is he doing anything?
He's sort of just standing there.
Okay. Then I'll turn around and start running towards the stall.
All right.
And that'll be my turn.
All right. Perry, since you're still standing here, you see Proud just sort of looking around, sort of unsure what to do, and then looks down at the dagger it's still holding in his hands, and then at the broken arm still wrapped in a sling. It attempts to you see Proud kind of attempt to move it, and then flinch slightly. And then he grips the dagger and lunges toward you. Actually, you know what? This is what we say. Alright, he misses. He looks unsteady on his feet, and as he lunges at you with the dagger, he sort of stumbles a little bit and goes wide.
Hey Jay, I have a question. Did you give me just one of my daggers or both of my daggers? Because I'm pretty sure I have 2.
However many you have, you can have. I think I just equipped one of them so that you'd remember you had it, but if you have 2, you have 2.
Yeah, I have 2.
Yep, then you got both.
Did you say it was my turn?
It is your turn.
Okay. Perry would like to.
Sorry, my bad. It's this one's turn.
Never mind.
All right. You see this puppet sort of pause for a moment and look at Proud, who just lunged at you, and then it turns back towards you and angles its rapier towards you again. And it hits. For 3 piercing. Now it's your turn. So the puppet here has just stabbed you with his rapier. Proud has just swung and missed at you. And the bell in the corner is still standing poised to strike itself. What do you do?
Okay. I have a question. Perry has bonus action to weapon fighting, and Perry would like to use that.
That works with 2 daggers.
Okay. How do I roll for 2 daggers?
Essentially, you're just making 1 attack as normal, and then bonus actioning your offhand, which would be another dagger, and then you just don't use your damage modifier for that second one if it hits. So just making 2 attacks essentially, and you can split them between movement as well.
Okay. Perry would like to lunge forward and attack with 1 dagger first.
Which target? This one?
The creepy puppet, yes.
Okay. Then make your roll. All right, that hits.
That is a 22.
So roll your damage.
That is a 6 piercing.
All right. You stab with your dagger into its chest, and you see the wood sort of splinter. And it is still standing.
Perry would like to attack with her other dagger.
All right. So you make the same to hit roll, and then you just roll without the modifier. That hits as well. You also have your bless, but she's hitting without bless. So she doesn't need it. All right, another 6 piercing.
Pretty good.
Guys, those are my lucky numbers right there. 16.
You're adding a +3, so that's another 3 piercing.
Piercing.
The 6 was from your modifier, so it's just 3.
Yeah, bless is only 2 hit, not for damage.
Yeah, I was just talking about how it's an offhand attack, so it doesn't add your modifier. So if you're rolling it the same way, that was you rolled a 3 plus a 3, so it's just a 3.
Proud just asked in the roll 20. That's why.
Gotcha. Yeah. Yeah, it's 2 hit is bless. Makes you more accurate and less likely to get hit by stuff that you're saving on. Very, very handy spell. One of the most underrated. All right, you take another chunk out of wood out of this puppet here.
Wow, this puppet's real creepy. It's just chunking away at it. Can Perry move back a little bit?
You can move, yes, but you'll take AOPS.
Never mind, Perry will stay here. It's okay. Perry would like to end her turn.
All right. All right. The doll begins to move again. All right. You hit. Alright, that's funny. Alright. Perry, you see the doll rear back and strike out at this rather battered looking puppet with one of its porcelain hands. And perhaps it finds a weak point, but it strikes the side of it, and you see that crack along its edge just continue all the way up, and then the bell splits in half.
That's hilarious. It's like a mini fox, a mini grumpy man, but like in woman form.
Alright, you see the doll pump its fist and do a little dance. Alright. Ender, the puppet in front of you, disappears in
Disappears.
a puff of mist.
Oh my gosh.
And reappears over here.
Okay. Always hated Valerie's stupid dolls, and now I have to relive through this.
And then it is going to fire another arrow at you.
Okay.
But it misses.
Wow.
Alright.
Ender is surprised.
It's your turn now.
Okay. I'm gonna kind of look around the room and then see the arrow whiz by me and lock eyes on this guy again and just run over to him.
Alright.
Then I'm gonna use my action to punch him.
Okay.
So I guess it's just D20. Nope. Rolled a 7.
That does not hit.
Okay. Then I'll use my bonus action to move my spiritual weapon. Move it 20 feet, so we'll move it right here. And I'm gonna take a swing at this puppet.
Alright.
So that is a 24 to hit
That hits.
for 8 force damage.
Alright. You carve another chunk off, sending its arm rattling across the floor. And it is still standing, but looks quite beat up.
Okay. That'll be the end of my turn. Just trying to keep an eye on this stupid doll in front of me so it doesn't disappear again.
Alright. From behind you, Perry, you see Proud regain his footing and lunges at you again with the dagger. Misses again.
Gosh, Proud, will you cut that out, please?
Seems shaky and unsure of its footing because it misses again. So next is the doll. I put you in the wrong turn order the last time, but doll, you're next. Perry, you see the doll run up and sort of sit underneath this hovering glowing sword and strike at this puppet here with another slap. Alright, roll your damage then.
Oh, damn it. I forgot I had plus. I'm the
I
cleric too.
yeah. Remember that next time then. Alright. Now, you're not gonna believe this, but
He kills it. He kills it, right?
this puppet falls limp to the floor as if its strings have been
Oh
cut.
my gosh.
This is amazing. You see it do another little fist pump, Perry.
Oh my gosh. Alright.
Perry like puts up like 2 thumbs up to her, like, oh my god, this is like so awesome. I want to keep it.
Alright, Perry, it's your turn. So
Perry
this puppet
punches
has
proud.
fallen. What's that?
Perry punches proud,
Alright.
straight in the face.
That'll be an unarmed strike, but I won't make you roll it as you do 0 damage on unarmed strikes.
Why is it only a 6 when I want to punch him in the face?
Alright, you attempt to punch him, but you miss.
God, Proud, hold still so I can punch you in the face.
Alright. Ender, the puppet in front of you vanishes again.
Alright, god damn it. Stupid puppet. Okay, immediately turn around and try and find out where it went.
You spin around and see it has appeared behind you. And it throws its bow to the ground and then lifts one of its hands out in front of you and points it at you.
Okay. I kind of like cock my head, like curious.
You see a bolt of purple light fly out of its fingertips and fly right at you
Okay.
and hits you. For 6 force.
Ooh. Okay.
And it's now your turn.
Ah, you little shit. I lift up my hand and I'm gonna cast Sacred Flame at it.
Alright.
So it has to make a dex save. 14 is the DC.
It fails.
Okay. Takes 1 radiant damage.
Oh, that's always sad. Alright, it just sort of singes the edge of its hat.
Alright, and then I'm gonna take my spiritual weapon and lower it so it looks like the doll is the one swinging the sword. And then I'm gonna have it swing it proud.
Okay.
Oh, that is not the right thing. 1 second. Oh my gosh, I'm rolling so good on this. 25 to hit
Yeah, that hits.
for 8 force damage.
Alright. You see Proud sort of recoil, Perry, as he's slammed by this sword of light. All right. And as Proud sort of recoils, he turns to run away from you, Perry.
Okay. Also, I'm gonna move just a little bit so I can see the rest of the
Okay.
group.
Yeah, sure. So Perry, you can make an attack of opportunity if you want.
Perry would like to like kind of like jump on him, and while I'm trying to jump on him, Perry would like to punch him in the face.
Just make an unarmed strike then, I guess. All right, you swing at him
Why
and
can't I just punch him in the face?
he manages to run away.
Wow, I didn't
Next,
know Proud cared so much about his face. I can't even punch it.
next is the doll. All right.
It's one fast doll.
Scurries across the floor on little feet. And makes another strike at this puppet here, but it misses.
Just waiting until he can get the killing blow in, I guess.
He's just trying to kill Steel. So Perry, it's now your turn.
Perry tries to attack Proud again.
All right. With an unarmed strike or with your dagger, or what are you talking with? You can also attempt to grapple if you'd want.
Okay. Perry would like. so, it's so mean. Perry would like to take her dagger and stab Proud on his damaged arm.
Okay, then make an attack with your dagger.
Jesus. You have bless.
Yeah, add your bless as well. Roll a d4.
That's a 3.
You hit.
I'm sorry, Proud. I hope you don't do this because your arm's already damaged, anyways.
All right, you open up a wound on his damaged arm. You see some blood kind of soak the bandages and the sling that it's in.
I'll cure it later, but like seriously, I'm sorry.
Do you want me to roll concentration checks? Because I got hit twice and I didn't do it.
True. Yeah, I forgot.
Okay.
I need a concentration marker.
Okay, the first one I pass.
We'll just say it. Everything that happened as it happened, but roll one now.
Okay.
And if it goes down now, then it goes down now.
Okay. Yeah, it's off then.
All right. So she can still use it for that last roll. I won't take that away from her.
Okay.
But from now on, it's down. I'll have to find a concentration marker. That'll probably help me. I always forget concentration.
Yeah, same.
Alright. The small purple puppet kind of looks around. It's thrown its bow on the floor now. And it is going to attempt to snatch it up. And then it's going to try to run away from you, Perry. So you can make an attack of opportunity if you'd like.
Does the doll also get one?
Yes.
Perry would like to throw one of her daggers at weird, creepy purple doll.
You don't have to throw it. You can hit it. It's in this range right here. So doll
You're
makes one
right.
when it moves here, and then you make one when it moves here. So
Wonderful. Perry would like to stab it with its dagger.
right, yeah, make your stabbing attack. As it begins to run away, the doll lunges at it and sort of catches its heel, and then you stab at it with your dagger. As an 8 to hit, that's gonna miss.
Too quick.
All right, and then it's going to continue. And sort of hunker down at the side of these boxes here and fire an arrow at you, Ender.
Okay.
Which hits for 5 piercing.
Okay.
And it is now your turn.
Okay, I'll use my bonus action to move my spiritual weapon closer. And then I fire another sacred flame at this doll.
Okay. It fails.
Okay. Oh my gosh. 1 sacred flame damage again.
Yeah,
Wow.
Alright, you just catch the tail end of it as it attempts to dodge out of the way and singe it a bit, but it's still
Okay,
standing.
and then I'll run at it again. You're not getting away from me, man. I think it's done more, man.
Yeah. It has been doing quite well. Alright. Proud is going to attempt to run again. And you both used your reactions, so. Doll, it's now your turn. That's gonna be with disadvantages. Alright. Perry and Ender, you see the doll attempt to grab onto Proud's foot as he runs away. But Proud sort of shakes his foot and knocks the doll loose. Perry, the doll spins around after it gets knocked loose and sort of makes a motion to you to grab Proud. And it's now your turn.
Okay, so Perry like quickly gets to Proud, and then Perry Perry tries to knock out Proud's face again.
Are you attempting to grab him or just punch him?
I'm trying to knock him out and it's not working.
You can make a grapple attempt, which you sort of said that you wanted to jump on him and sort of hold him there, but that would be a grapple attempt versus just an unarmed strike. Is a bit different for you, especially because your unarmed strikes do 0 damage. So even if you hit, you're not going to do much.
It's a bummer. I can't even knock him out. Okay. Perry just grapples him then and tries to sit on him.
All right. So you're going to make an athletics roll, and he's going to contest it then.
That's a 20.
And he rolls a 26.
26
He is a nimble boy.
with a broken arm.
And it's bleeding.
He's got a +7. So he manages to slip out of your grasp.
Proud. What the heck? Won't let me punch you in the face. Won't let me sit on you. Just let me help you.
Ah, damn it.
And then if that is all, Ender's, it's this puppet's turn. Who's going to attempt to run away from you, Ender?
Okay, I'm swinging at it.
Go for it.
It's like 20.
Yep.
So I hit it for 2 damage.
All right. You clock it in the back of the head as it runs away. And then it's going to fire an arrow at you, Perry. But it misses. So, Ender, it's now your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna move my spiritual weapon up to this guy and swing at him.
Okay.
$20 to hit
Hits.
for 11 force damage.
All right. Your sword comes up behind it as it is aiming at Perry, and you stab it right through the center of the chest with your sword. And you hear kind of the sound of splintering wood, and then its arms sort of fall limp, and its head lolls to the side, as if its strings have been cut, and it falls limp to the floor.
Okay. Proud looks like he's running for the trapdoor, right?
He does, yes.
Okay. I just saw him like nimbly escape Perry, and it looked like she had a pretty good attempt at grasping him, so I don't know if I can actually hold on to him. So instead, I'm gonna cast Hold Person.
Okay.
So it's a Wisdom saving throw, 14.
He fails it.
Okay.
So Perry, you see him sort of stiffen and freeze as Ender holds him in place. You're now out of initiative order. So take free actions.
Okay. Perry, grab onto him now.
Perry tries to grab onto him.
It's easy to do. He's not resisting. He's frozen tight by Ender.
Okay. And then I'm gonna go over and help her like drag Proud over to the center of the room.
All right. Just show me where you want to drag him.
Like right here.
All right.
Just lean him up against the crate. And then I'm gonna hover my spiritual weapon in front of him so he can't run away. And then I'm just gonna look at the little doll on the ground and be like, "What do you want us to do?"
The doll.
We only have a minute.
The doll goes up to your shoulder, Ender, and then looks at Proud, sort of at his eyes.
Goes up to my shoulder.
Yeah, just sort of walks up to you if you're sort of kneeling down to have put Proud here.
Yeah,
And, the doll makes a motion towards Proud's one eye, which is closed still.
Okay. Perry, open Proud's eye. And the closed one.
Ew, okay, Perry, I guess is gonna open it.
Okay, and then I'll lift the doll up and like have it face to face with Proud.
All right. You struggle and you see Proud sort of make a grimace as you pull his eyelid open, the one that's shut, and then you hold the doll up at eye level and sort of force the doll to look right into his eyes. And the two sort of pause there in eye contact together, staring at each other for a couple moments. And then all of a sudden, the doll in your hands goes limp, and then Proud begins to sort of cough and splutter.
Oh, break the doll. Break the doll now. I'm back. Break it.
Break it? Okay.
Break it.
I just lunged the sword into it.
All right. The porcelain just kind of shatters and it collapses into itself, limp along the floor in pieces.
Oh God, Seneschal, I'm back. Oh. Brad will like touch his body with his right hand, and
Oh,
grimace
God.
as he touches the dagger wound that's fresh in his broken arm. Oh my God. Okay.
Okay, everyone, hold on 1 second. Then I'm gonna touch my holy symbol and cast my channel divinity for preserve life. So we each gain 20. Well, I can heal us up 20 hit points divided amongst the three of us. So I'll heal myself for 8. Oh wait, no. I'll heal myself for 6 and then give each of them 7 if they're
Okay.
hurt that bad.
I am down 15. I have 16 left.
Okay, how much do you have, Perry?
18.
Okay, yeah, I'll do what I said then.
All right. Then you, the three of you, can add those hit points back on your sheets. As you see Ender's holy symbol glow slightly in his hand, illuminating his face a little bit, and then you feel sort of the pain of your injuries subside as they sort of knit themselves closed.
Oh my God. Ender, when did you get here?
I mean, apparently not soon enough.
Yeah.
Getting yourself into trouble.
I told you he was acting all weird with his eye all closed up and strange like that.
You're going to see Proud blinking a bunch just to make sure both of his eyes are fully back.
Okay, I tell everyone to be quiet for a second and I listen to see if there's any commotion below us.
You pause for a moment and listen, but you don't hear anything.
Okay.
Look, okay. I looked in that box, and then that doll made eye contact with me, and then I like saw myself close the box on me, and then it was dark. I was just bumping into things, and then I saw you let me out of the box, except I was tiny. I guess I switched places with that thing.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Well,
But I'm back.
okay, let's try and clean up a little bit and see if we can find anything up here.
Be careful. Don't look
I'm
at
gonna,
any doll's eyes.
I'm gonna go over and like put this broken doll back in the crate.
Um, at its feet, where it fell limp, is a rapier.
Okay. I'll pick it up.
Yeah, but you can drag the doll. It just kind of is like a rag doll essentially.
Yeah. And then once I put that one in there, I'll do the same with this one.
This one has a sort of brass mace sitting alongside it that it was using as a weapon. Just sort of a long stick with a big circular orb of brass at the end of it.
Okay. I'll pick that up as well.
And then you stuff the remains of it back into this crate and close the lid.
Brad will do the same for this doll.
At this one's feet is a short bow and a quiver of some arrows. And you stuff it back in this one. This one, this crate had the nails that were pried up, but you can sort of fit the lid back in place.
If I go over to this trapdoor and I like kneel down with my ear to it, do I hear anything below me?
You pause for a moment and listen. Make a perception roll for me. With advantage since Perry's there too. You're both listening.
Okay. Natural 20 for 24.
You don't hear anything. Just silence in the room below.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna open this up and then I want you to duck your head in there and see if you can see anything.
Even the sounds of the party have sort of faded as you're 2 levels up now.
Hey, before we go down there, let's exchange a couple things. Perry, I think you'll do well with this, and Proud will hand Perry the short bow and the quiver of arrows.
Okay. And then I'll hand Proud the rapier. This might be useful for you.
Yeah. And I think that mace can do some wonders for you too.
Yeah, it looks like a pretty good weapon. But hopefully we don't have to fight anymore. We can just find this stupid evidence and get out of here.
Yeah.
I'm sorry for stabbing you, but are you feeling better now?
Perry added a short bow to your inventory. And Ender added your mace.
Cool. Okay, Perry. Ready to look?
Perry's ready.
Okay. There's no like ladder or anything that looks like it'll fall if I open the door.
There is a ladder. It's tucked off kind of in the same spot that the other one was, folded up.
Okay. I'll slowly lift the door open. I'm just gonna crack it open a little bit. Is there any light that's coming from below us?
Yeah, it's sort of a the same as the other rooms. You can see down into it. It looks like another room that's sort of lit by candlelight.
Okay. And then I'll lift it just enough where Perry can like slide her head, kind of peering into the room below, but not all the way open.
All right, Perry, this is what you see. You are here. So this is the room that you see before you, Perry, as you peek down into what is below the trapdoor.
Betty pokes her head back up and tells him that it's a library.
Okay, I just whisper, do you see anyone?
No.
Okay, I close the trapdoor again. Okay, you guys didn't search the whole room in here, did you?
No, I searched one box and, well, you saw the rest.
Okay, well, how about we look really fast through and see if we can find anything interesting, but we should probably move on because we don't know how much time we have, so.
Right. Okay. Look for any box that hasn't been opened yet.
Okay.
Proud will use his thieves' tools to try to open this crate
Alright,
or
sleight of hand.
box. Ooh.
Well, isn't it just your...
24.
Alright, it clicks open.
Okay. I thought you just used, like, your thieves' tools as the...
I run it based on the
simple
lock
locks.
type.
Oh, okay.
I also
So
use
yeah,
it for
Proud opens.
I also use that roll for how long it takes for you to do it.
Okay.
On some locks that are relatively sensible that they be opened, if you're in a time crunch and you roll really low, then I make it take longer. It just adds a little bit more variety to lock picking instead of just you open it.
Yep, that's cool.
But it clicks open, and inside this chest here is what appears to be sort of fine china, sort of some plates and saucers and cups.
Proud closes the chest. Nothing in here.
I'll search these. If these crates are easily opened, I'll open this one and this barrel.
Yeah, this one just has some stuff sitting on it, but you can open the lid if you move it off. Just a candle and a bowl.
Yeah, I'll just move them over to this other crate.
Alright. You lift the lid of this one, and inside is... At first it's sort of hard to tell what it is. It's made of wood and coiled like a snake.
Okay. I'll cast light on my holy symbol just so I can see better into the box.
With some added light, you can see that there's sort of like an intricate paint pattern, like scales, along this sort of coiled wooden body of a snake.
Okay, does it look like it's moving?
It is not moving, no.
Okay, I'll just close the box back up.
It appears to be another puppet, but you close it.
Okay. Is this a barrel or is it a bucket?
It's a barrel.
Okay. I'll just see if I can lift the lid up.
The lid is nailed down, but as
Okay,
you
then
kind of...
I'm not going to worry about it then.
Gotcha.
Just moving on.
This one here is full of pots and pans.
Okay.
Cooking supplies sort of fill these crates here along that end. There's an old cauldron sitting on top of this one. It's sort of a very wide assortment of storage stuff. This is the one that I think Proud gave up on earlier.
Yeah, but I wasn't there, so I'm going to go over here and check it.
Okay. It's still locked.
Okay. Hey, Proud, can you open this chest over here?
Oh. I can try again. If you want.
You already tried it?
Once, and it just jammed on me, but I think I was a little rusty. I haven't opened one of these in a little while. Proud's gonna roll again to try to open the chest, if he can.
All right. Go for it.
That is an 11.
Alright. This time, no such luck. This one seems like it wants to stay shut.
Yeah, man. This one this one is not going to be open for the life of me. It's an
Okay.
impossible lock.
Well, let's still check what's inside. Perry, can we use the magnifying glass? We can just look into through the top of it and see what's inside. So,
You still
Yeah.
have it in there. I thought I gave it to you.
oh, I thought I gave it back.
No.
Okay. Then I'll turn it and peer inside. If I need to use my last dancing light, I will.
You don't need to. You
Okay.
can kind of see from the hole that the magnifying glass creates fabric, white fabric with lots of lace.
Okay.
Gives you the impression of like a wedding dress.
Okay. I think it's just clothes.
Yeah. I don't know if there's any evidence in here. Just some weird dolls and fancy people stuff.
Perry, did you check this bookshelf or closet thing?
I tried, but you distracted me.
Sorry.
Betty looks in the closet.
All right. Inside this closet is some old uniforms, much like the one you're wearing, maids' uniforms and butler's uniforms, but they're nicer than yours. They're the ones that Lucilla and some of the others were wearing, the permanent staff uniforms. They got a bit of dust on them. There's a cobweb in this old closet.
And there's old uniforms in here.
Okay. Well, I don't. Yeah, I think we should just keep our party guest outfits on. I don't know if dressing up as wait staff would benefit us much more.
Yeah, and we do need to hurry just in case Perry needs to get back.
Okay, let's go down here. Was there anything else the other direction? I only came up through the bedroom.
We heard some shuffling, probably a guard, but we're not sure. Just someone that was supposed to be on this level, it seemed like.
Okay, I'll let you guys lead, and I'll follow behind you guys once you know it's clear.
All right, let's go.
Okay, I'm going to open the trap door and then like try and lift them down as close to the floor as I can before I let go of them.
All right. I'm just gonna take a 5-minute break.
Okay.
Probably not even 5 minutes, but just be right back.
Guys, we did it. You saved me. I think the doll has as many kills as Proud does.
All right, I'm back.
All right. Ready to move on.
Is everybody here?
I'm here.
I'm back.
All right. Perfect. As you guys make your way down into the room below, meanwhile, Fox, back down in the servants' quarters. You did your distraction and then headed off to sit off in the servants' lounge for a few moments. Andrew's been gone for maybe about 15 minutes or so now.
Great. Well, I think I've finally shaken off how stupid that was, and I guess I'll get up and go back to my duties.
All right. As you make your way into the kitchen, you hear a scream, female, coming from beyond the servants' quarters, back towards the dining hall. And you see the other wait staff sort of turn and look off in that direction as well. What do you do?
Where's Lucilla? What happened?
She was just off seeing to the guest needs. What the bloody hell was that noise? Look, we still got cleaning up to do. You mind going and seeing what it is?
Yes, I'll go check.
I'm sure the guards will handle it, but just let us know.
I rush off.
Alright. Give me one moment.
And here where I thought I was gonna have a boring time downstairs while they had all the fun.
Should have known better.
Okay.
So Jason, how'd it feel to be in a porcelain doll and punch the shit out of stuff?
I think the porcelain doll has as many kills as Proud Fool does, so pretty good.
I think you need to make your next character a monk. Seems like that's your calling.
What was his aura like, though?
Unclear. You killed it before you could study it.
All right. You race off out of the kitchens, upwards, up the wooden stairs, and burst through the doors back to the dining hall. Inside the dining hall, you can see that it is mostly empty, just a guard kind of standing near the hall and Sebastian as well.
Is everything all right? We heard a scream from the servants' quarters.
The guard kind of looks at you with a worried expression on his face and says, some sort of commotion in the Great Hall, but I gotta stick to my post. As you enter the Great Hall, you can see pretty much all of the guests gathered near the staircase. The harpist has stopped playing, and you hear just sort of a rabble and murmur spread across the crowd as they all sort of talk amongst themselves and whisper. They seem to be gathering and all looking off in this direction, towards the top left corner of the room.
Lucilla, what happened?
She looks back, noticing you, and drops her voice so that nobody else can hear her but you, and says, there's been a death at the party.
How did the guards miss it?
Well, I'm not sure, but somebody found a corpse in the bathroom.
Well, do we know if he was poisoned? Or is there a wound?
Well, it was only just discovered, so I'm not sure of the details yet, but the corpse is Gustav Galway.
I don't understand. Is he a man of great power?
He is an incredibly wealthy businessman and aristocrat from Althea. His connections run quite wide, so this is quite a worrying circumstance.
Well, what do we do? Do I go clean the mess? What do I do?
We'll leave the investigation to the guards for the time being. I imagine they're going to be keeping everyone here until they find something. As well, I suppose the suspect could be at this very party, of course. So,
Is there any way to ensure that that wasn't the lady? Just in disguise?
it wasn't her.
How do you know? I feel like a man would be a pretty good disguise, unless you were hiding something.
I understand, but it wasn't her.
From this conversation, can I glean that she knows who it is? Like,
Yeah.
who the lady is?
She seems confident.
Okay. Alright, well, can I at least go let the staff know what happened? Or do I need to stay here as well?
We need to keep everyone away from this. If you wouldn't mind asking the guests to wait in the lounge, and then once they're there, the guards can handle it, and From there, then you can head back to the servants' quarters.
Understood. Fox will get up in his corner. He'll make a and raise his voice a bit and say, "Excuse me, if I can have all of the guests to the lounge room while the guards handle their business. We will stay there for a time to try and get a grasp on what happened. Please quietly move."
As you say that, there's sort of an uproar from the crowd. Most of them saying, "What happened? Is there really someone dead?"
"I believe someone is sick. Please move to the lounge. We will answer questions later."
Some of them begin to make their way off towards the lounge. As you sort of guide them.
While everyone's like walking through, can I kind of, the best I can, because they're wearing masks, take a look and see if any of them seem calmer than the others, like comfortable with what happened?
The Contari and Contessa, it's impossible to say as their faces are completely covered, as well as the Consolata and Agrippa. Serpione seems upset. Ida has just sort of a look of disapproval on her face. She's just sort of frowning.
She's the one that wanted to ask him for his hand, right? Or something like that. Wasn't she interested in him?
Not quite. She knew him, but she wasn't that. She has a husband. Simplicio looks calm. Erin, Varora is helped along. She's sobbing, and is sort of being helped along by Elizabeth, who's just sort of reassuring her. Alabella and Gulagak are bickering about whether this is going to end the party early. Brucia and Phyllis both look worried, and it's impossible to say with Ilion. Zahindra is frowning. Decius, you can't tell as his mask covers his face. And Bella Luna has a look of concern on her face. As they walk by, you hear Decius say, "Always something to spice up these parties." And now in the Great Hall. Oh, sorry, Marcia as well. She looks concerned. Now, only remaining in the Great Hall is guards and waitstaff. As you walk back up to Lucilla, she says, "Thank you, that went relatively well. I'll head over there and try to keep them calm in just a moment after I speak with the guards. If you could go back and inform the waitstaff not to bring out any more food or drink for the time being."
Very well. I will let her know.
Thank you.
before I go, I want to go to the right wing, see if the the big hat lady is still there.
All right. You make your way outside, back to the chirping of crickets in the night. Let's get rid of proud. You shouldn't be there, and let's put you there instead. As you walk out, you can see Shalia still standing there, facing away from you. The outline of her hat in the darkness.
Have you been out here this whole time?
She turns towards you. You can still only just see her mouth. Yes, why do you ask?
I don't recommend going back in.
Oh,
Seems Gustav Galloway is dead.
Gustav Galloway, really? She's grinning now.
I don't suppose you knew about this or heard a rumor.
It's news to me, but Gustav Galloway. How did he die?
I don't know. I'm curious of myself. Let me ask, would the barons benefit from this?
Well, Galloway dying would leave a bit of a open place for business to be conducted.
And is there someone most likely to take that spot? Or is it just kind of based on who has best credentials?
Well, I can imagine the barons will be chomping at the bit to fill in that gap.
I see. Well, stay here where it's safe, unless you want to get caught in that mess. If
Oh,
I get a chance, I'll come back and let you know when it's safe.
are
And
you
I'm
worried
still
about my?
looking,
Are you worried about my safety?
naturally. Why would I not?
What a gentleman. I'll remain out here for the time being.
If I get a chance, I'll get you. And I'm still keeping eyes open for any other barons or people who talk about a baron.
Of course. Well, I've already found one of them.
You sound displeased.
Uh, just an old acquaintance. She doesn't much like me, so it was a bit of a tense exchange.
She wouldn't pin this on you, would she? If there's questions being asked, would you be the one to come to her mind?
Hmm. Elizabeth, I don't know if she has the guts to do that, to be honest. Though I suppose it's not impossible that she hasn't grown a spine.
Duly noted. Well, I need to get back. I'll check in when I can.
Of course. Make your way back inside the manor. And then back down the stairs towards the servants' quarters. The others look at you as you descend the stairs, and Edward says, "What the hell's going on up there?"
It seems Gustav Galloway was killed, though nothing's been confirmed, or we don't know how he died or anything. Just that he seems to be dead.
Gustav Galway. Gods, that's unexpected. This is gonna be big news. And
Would this be something that the lady would do to act as like a show? Like, could he be faking it, or would she do something and reveal herself early because of this?
well, this doesn't sound like any theatrics she's ever pulled. As far as revealing herself, I don't know. I suppose that'd be her prerogative.
I see. And where's Lucilla? Has she not come down yet?
Not yet, no. What's she up to?
I think she's trying to figure out what is going on. I'm gonna go back up and see if I can be any assistance.
All right. She tell us to do anything?
No, she just told me to keep you updated.
All right. Suppose we'll stay down here then.
As I'm going up, I want to get out the scroll, write in it, and I want to say, Gustav Galloway is dead. Everyone might be interrogated. Move fast.
All right. Take a moment on the steps to write that into the scroll. And then make your way back towards the Great Hall. As you enter the Great Hall again, you can see Lucilla talking to one of the guards. As you approach, you sort of catch her attention. And she looks over to you and says, "One moment, please," to the guard. And then says, "How are things in the servants' quarters?"
They seemed startled, but they understand. And they asked if there was anything to do. You have a task for them, but I told them at the moment it's just to be updated.
Yes, for the moment, just, I guess, continue cleaning, keep them busy. The guards wish to speak with the guests. And then I imagine they'll have questions for us wait staff as well after that.
I understand. Do they need assistance identifying the body for any wounds or something? I might be of assistance. I have a good eye.
I believe they'll be all right. I don't know how us wait staff could help them. But for the time being, we'll let them do their job. and try to keep the guests calm for the most part.
All right. Understood. I guess I'm just gonna go to the lounge and try and keep people calm, and if I can glean any clues from conversations, I'm gonna try and pick up on them the best I can. We'll see.
As you enter the lounge, the closest to you is Simplicio. Um, just sort of takes a couple steps towards you out of the crowd and says, "You, Butler, what is going on?"
We are trying to gather information. I'm afraid it's above my pay grade, so I don't know all the details. But the guards will come in and clarify soon.
Simplicio lets out a sigh of disappointment and says, "All right, I suppose I'll wait." And then spins on their heel and heads back towards the crowd. The group inside are sort of talking amongst themselves, some of them whispering, some of them much louder. Erin is still sobbing, and Elizabeth is just still sort of just kind of patting her on the back and talking quietly to her.
Okay, I guess I'm just gonna go in this corner then and just continue to sit, I guess, while I wait for the others. Hopefully they get back to me soon.
All right, then we'll go back to them. All right. Back in the attic. Ender, you help lift down the other two into the room below. And directly under this trapdoor, there's actually a table. So it's not quite as far as it usually would be. So you help Perry down. And then Proud as well.
Okay. It looks like we're in some sort of library.
I'm actually gonna stay up there for a moment.
Okay. You glance around at the room, and the walls are sort of lined with bookshelves. There's some furniture in the room. The table that you step down onto has some chairs surrounding it, and on the far end there's a ornate couch and rocking chair.
Proud is going to look at the titles of the books and see if there's a similar if all the books have a similar subject like the other two rooms have.
They're more varied. Some of them have no titles at all. Some of them look quite old. That you find some more books about gardening, as well as some more books on antiques. But this time, there's no sort of consistent topic. It sort of bounces around. And there's books on architecture. There's books on geography. There's all sorts of different things. Just a mixture. It's far more eclectic than the other rooms, which seemed very organized.
Can Perry look out the window, please?
Glancing out this window, you can see the side of the manor. that wrought iron fence that surrounds the property and the streets beyond it. Perry, as you approach the couch, sitting on the couch, you can see a small pair of spectacles, sort of golden frames with lenses in them.
Proud. Who do you think uses this room?
Well, assuming Lady Venetia, she, I mean, has to be really fond of books. The other two rooms we were in had a whole shelf of books, so it seems to be one of her passions, but all the stuff I see is mostly about gardening and antiques. Don't see anything incriminating in that. The upstairs was more dangerous than anything down here.
I don't know. Those antiques were pretty. They were not. Actually, they were not pretty.
Yeah. They were frightening. Maybe we should check under the rug.
You peel back the rug, and underneath is more floorboards.
I heard about stories, and who knows what
That's
that guy
okay,
in the
Perry.
restaurant
We'll
was
check
talking about.
underneath the couch then.
Nothing but dust under the couch.
There's nothing down here.
Nothing under the rug either.
I just kind of whisper from above. Look for like hidden panels on the walls or in the floor somewhere. Someplace that like she could have a hiding spot.
I don't know. Everything seems pretty wide open. Nothing's really
Perry
hidden.
picks up the glasses and puts them on.
All right. As you put them on, your visions kind of blurs looking through them.
Nope, just regular glasses.
Proud's gonna check under the table.
Nothing under the table, but sitting on top of it is a small and very ornately carved wooden pipe.
Proud is gonna take the pipe and look at it.
Alright. You pick up the pipe. It looks old, like an antique, but still very well maintained. All across it are these sort of intricate carvings. The end of it has sort of the face of an owl on it.
Nothing suspicious, just crafted for rich people.
I'm gonna
Nothing
stay up
seems-
here in this room, so in case you guys need to come back, I can lift you back up. We can go back down the other way.
What if we get in trouble and we need to communicate to you?
Well,
Is the plan just not to get in trouble?
I mean that's a pretty good plan.
All right.
I could come back. I could come with you, but if we get caught, all of us get caught, and if I'm up here, then at least we're kind of split up.
Yes.
I also don't know how we get back down if we all go down, because I don't think it's going to be easy to get back up here unless we leave the ladder down. But that also is very suspicious if anyone comes into the room.
All right. If you think it's a good idea, I guess we'll call for you when we get back.
Do you guys think that's a good idea? I mean, if you guys want me to come with you, I will. But
I mean, you're just gonna be left in the dark, literally and figuratively.
okay, I'll stay here then.
All right.
Okay, hand me that pipe though, and the glasses over there.
Proud's gonna grab the pipe and toss it up to Ender. Then Proud will grab the end of the glasses and do the same thing. They'll toss him up so that Ender can catch it.
All right.
I'm gonna put the glasses on and look at the pipe.
Your vision blurs slightly, but nothing else changes.
Okay. And then I'm gonna start ritual casting detect magic.
All right.
All right.
Then we'll continue with the others while you do that.
All right, Perry. Are you ready? We're gonna have to sneak around just like we did last time.
Okay, I guess Perry's ready. What are we doing?
Sneaking around, see if you can hear any guards, and try to keep a lookout as best you can. Proud's gonna
Okay.
try to see if he can hear any noises outside the door.
You hear sort of muffled voices coming from a relative distance away, though, not right outside the door.
Okay. Can we tell if the door opens inward or outward?
Inward.
Okay. Is it locked?
Nope.
Okay. Proud's gonna slowly, carefully turn the knob of the door or pull the handle of the door, whatever it is, inside, and then try to make as little of a noise as possible.
All right. You slowly pull the door open, keeping as quiet as possible. And as you open the door, you can kind of hear the voices a bit better.
All right.
So as you sort of head out into the hall, you can discern that they're coming off to your right as the hallway splits into a left and right. And the voices are just sort of casually talking. You hear one of them say, yeah, some sort of commotion down in the Great Hall. Not sure what's going on there.
Proud's gonna motion for Perry to go down to the left with him.
Perry follows.
And Proud will stealthily walk down the hall.
All right. The hallways are just sort of ornately decorated with flower pots and some sort of statues kind of built into the wall, carved from some sort of stone.
Proud's gonna look down this hallway to see if anyone's looking this way.
You peek down this hall, and it carries on for quite some distance. But as you sort of squint your eyes to look down as far as possible, you see the backs of two guards facing away from you, far down this hallway.
Proud's gonna stealthily walk across the way.
All right. They don't turn around as you sort of very slowly and cautiously walk across this open area.
Proud will look back at Perry, motion to follow him, and keep going.
What does the statue look like, Jay?
It is another statue, and it actually, as you look at it, Perry, you pause for a moment in this hallway. It resembles the painting that you saw earlier. Sort of an older, past middle-aged man.
Interesting. Are these things, are those like the same as the statues from the other hallway?
No, they're sort of drapes across the hallway for decoration.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Some tapestries and such.
Okay. I just follow Proud then.
All right. You reach a corner here. It turns off to the right. You can still kind of hear some vague guard voices mumbling about something, but they seem to be a little further off.
Probably gonna go across this way into this corner and try to see what this is.
All right. As you turn this corner, you find yourself facing a robust-looking iron door. And carved into the face across the center of this door are the words, "Keep out."
Well, this seems like something we need to go inside. Right?
Do you have to like break through it or something? Like, are you gonna have to like break the lock?
Let me see. Proud's gonna inspect the door and see if there's a lock, and if so, how complicated the lock looks.
It has a keyhole. It's not the toughest lock you've ever seen. It's definitely not resembling the one in Basat, but it is in fact locked.
Well, I can try to go for the lock. If I do, you're gonna need to watch my back. It's gonna take a little bit of skill and a little bit of luck.
Okay, great. Leave it up to you.
Sorry?
I'm gonna leave it up to you, Proud.
Oh boy. Alright.
I'll watch your back. It's okay.
Proud's going to try to calm himself down. A couple of breaths, think of Seneschal, and ask for help, and then he'll get to work.
All right. Make a sleight of hand to determine how long it'll take you.
14.
All right. It is about 4 very long minutes. Perry seems to stretch on forever, and then you hear a click from behind you as you stand guard.
Okay, got it.
Oh, thank God. I was about to get so anxious about it.
Yeah, it wasn't as fast as it can be, but got the job done. Alright, now, I don't know what's in here, but it might be dangerous, so we gotta protect each other at all costs, alright? I'll promise to protect you as much as I can.
Great.
Alright, Proud will carefully open the doors and try to walk inside.
All right. Copy you two. There we go. All right. You swing this door open slowly and make your way inside. And you find yourselves in a room full of lush greenery. There's stone tiles below your feet, and all manner of plant life growing in this room.
I
Proud.
don't
I
know.
feel nervous. I feel very nervous. This reminds me of the old mansion with overgrown plants. Also, I think maybe it's like poison garden.
Yeah, I don't see any documents or anything that would really be damning evidence.
Perry wants to take a look around. I bet you all of this stuff is poisonous.
Wait, you want to take a look around?
Yes, very quickly glance at it. Don't check their auras.
All right. Proud's gonna draw out his rapier and follow Perry.
All right. As you step into the room, past these trees in front of you, the room is sort of illuminated in its center by a skylight, through which the moonlight is just sort of gently lighting this room. Throughout, you can see sort of these built stone fixed planters with soil in them. Trees grow from the one beside you. A bunch of flowers grow in this one. Perry, as you look at this one, you can see a plant that you've never seen before. It sort of stretches itself out on either side like butterfly wings, but with some sharp-looking appendages on the end of it. Pause for one moment. As you step through past this planter on your right, you can see some small sort of red and white spotted mushrooms growing. And underneath this tree here, you see this plant. And the end of its buds glow like embers. And as you walk past it, it sort of shudders slightly.
Perry,
And
I don't know.
as it does so, it shudders and then puffs and sends out a cloud of smoke.
Oh god, don't breathe it in quickly, run away.
Hold on. We weren't done with that yet. Okay, all right.
What's the aura of this plant?
So both of you make dex saves for me.
Oh, you fucking kidding me?
I know,
Nine.
right, man.
What'd you get, Pro?
9.
9. All right. The cloud that shoots out from this bud here has tiny little embers in it that glow as they are forced out of the end of this plant and accelerate towards you. And each of you feel these embers hit you, and they sting you as they hit your skin. And they hit you for 5 fire damages as the embers burn at your skin.
Oh, okay, Perry. I don't know if this is worth it. I don't see anything in here.
No, Perry wants to take a look at this thing. Let's go over here.
Oh my god. Proud's gonna quickly move away from any other plant.
Yeah, as you feel the burns across your exposed skin, you quickly make your way to a table on the far end. And on the far end of this room, sitting on this table, are 2 things. There's these 2 planters on either side with some sort of golden leaves in them. And then sitting in the center of the table is a glass case. And
Can
the
we see through that glass case?
glass is clear. And
Oh no.
through it, you see a rose.
Oh god. Oh no, it's time to go. It's time to go. Oh no.
And that rose, the edges of its petals are tinged black, and further towards the center is a bright crimson.
Perry, is that what you think it is? Is that what
I
I
don't-
think it is?
I don't know. I just feel like it's very ominous, and I'm kind of creeped out now. I want to go.
Okay. Well, okay. Let's go. Let's go the other way. That way, because there was a guy that way and he stung us, and I don't want to do that again.
Can I see like that yellow thing that's in the corner?
Yep, there's a tall single stalk of a yellow flower. It seems to be dripping something green from its petals.
Proud, are you sure you want to go that way? Because there's like weird, creepy looking flower over there, and it's dripping something out of its mouth. Is that even? It's a flower.
I'd rather not. I'd rather
Perry?
not get burned again.
Perry, as you look towards that flower, your eye is drawn to the wall off to its right. Along this wall is a metal panel that doesn't match the rest of the wall. some sort of grate.
There's a grate over there.
Oh, maybe we can pry it open or something.
Okay, great. But first, maybe I should cure wounds. Are you low?
I'm not as bad as when you stabbed my body in its broken arm, but I'm not.
Okay, great,
healthy.
wonderful. Let's go.
All right,
I'll just cure wounds myself.
I was gonna follow Perry.
All right.
Can I cast cure wounds on myself first?
Mhm. Yeah, so just roll what you hear.
No.
All right. Add that health back.
Okay, so Perry will walk towards that door and try to avoid creepy yellow plant.
As you walk towards the vent, you see this plant here. It shivers slightly and then settles as you stop moving.
Proud, it's like motion sensitive.
If we don't get closer to it, maybe it won't hit us. The other plant hit us when we got super close. So maybe we just don't get close and it doesn't do anything?
Yeah, no, I mean, you're the one that has to maybe pick lock door or something to get it open. So that's okay. I mean, you're on that side, so just you can figure it out.
Yeah. Proud's gonna look at the grate and see if there's a way to open it or take off the hinges or see what it looks like.
It's a metal panel fastened with a hinge, though with your thieves' tools you may be able to pry it loose.
Proud will like to take out his thieves' tools and make an attempt to pry it loose with his proficiency in thieves' tools.
All right. I'm gonna have you make a sleight of hand. This is not to succeed. This is to determine how efficiently, quietly, and without motion you do this. Okay.
Oh, shit! That rolled off the table.
That's a good sign.
Oh no!
Not
it's
a
like
good
slightly.
time.
Oh no!
What'd you get?
That's a 7.
All right.
That was a natural 2.
You manage to pry this panel off, and as it comes loose, it slips out of your hands and makes a loud clatter across the ground. And you see this plant shiver, and then it aims its petals towards you and then spits something at you. So
I told you it's motion sensitive.
It's hard to hold a grate with one arm.
that's gonna be another dex save for me.
Okay, dex save. All right. 10.
All right. What it spit at you hits you kind of along your shoulder, and you feel it sort of burn at you. And it is going to deal 6, but cut in half because you're water genasi, so 3 acid damage.
Wait. That's like those freaking monsters in the sewers.
It sort of singes a small hole in your shoulder of your clothing, and you manage to sort of wipe some of it away and stop the burning.
All right, Proud's gonna. So this grate's off.
It is off now, yes, and it sort of leans against the wall where it fell with a clatter.
And it looks like a hole that we could fit through.
Beyond it is a long stone crawl space.
Dark. Perry, I'm gonna have you lead the way.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Perry will go.
If you get onto your hands and knees, you can fit into the crawl space.
Can Perry have her dagger out before she starts crawling in creepy crawl space?
You can.
Great. I have my dagger out.
Proud's gonna stow the rapier and just go on his knees and hand.
All right.
And follow Perry.
Perry, you travel along for some time down this crawl space, and then it veers off to the right in a corner. Do you continue to follow it?
Yes, I continue to follow it.
All right. Then you turn the corner and continue down until you reach another metal panel.
Like a panel that we just came across before panel, or like a panel
Yes,
that
it looks the same as the one that you just pried off, only this one you're on the other side of.
can I just kind of maybe like push it?
You can.
Okay, Perry tries pushing it gently.
All right. Then make a. Let me see. Make sleight of hand as well. You can push it off, but let's determine how gently you do it.
Perry has 20.
All right, you press on it, and then as you feel it sort of give way, you quickly grab onto it, and it doesn't fall. It doesn't make a clattering noise. You do it very deftly, and now you're holding this grate in midair. The entire process without making a single sound.
Behold the power of two hands.
Maybe I'm just better at this than you, Proud.
Maybe it's better than you, Proud. All right, come on, let's go.
Okay, great.
All right, 1 second. All right. As you pry the panel off and look around the room, you can see that you're in a bathroom. There's a bronze tub in the corner and a ornately carved vanity on the wall to your right with a mirror.
Perry, you can get yourself dressed up like those girls on the beach.
What? No, that's not Perry's style. Honestly, I don't even know where we are right now. It's kind of creepy. Let me just see if anyone's through this door, because we're kind of trespassing on somebody's property now. But also, why is this house a maze? Everything connects to each other.
It is pretty nice. Yeah, see if you can hear any noise, and if not, then see if you can use the glass.
Can Perry hear any noise in the other room? Or-
Make a perception roll for me.
Okay.
You're not sure.
You know, Proud, I really can't tell. My ears kind of hurt a little bit from all that clickety clanking from the metal earlier.
Yeah, I mean, it was pretty loud. You think they'd be able to hear it from here?
No, I don't know. We can just risk it. I mean, I can just always tell them, oh, I got lost. Where am I? Surprise.
You can do that. Say that you were looking for the restroom and didn't want to go in front of the guests.
Yes. Okay, I'm going to go through the door.
All right. You open this door. It's not locked. And you now stand in an impressively decorated bedroom. A large bed with a beautiful looking frame. Even the floorboards beneath your feet are ornate and intricate. Off to your left, there's a small sort of lounging couch and a set of cabinets, as well as some bookshelves on the far wall. Immediately to your left is a sturdy-looking lockbox, and off to your right, a desk and chair. There's a door on the wall to your right, with a rug in front of it, as well as some flower pots lining the edges of the room.
My head back through like the other side of the door and just like tell Proud, there's nobody here. I think maybe this is her room though, because it's like really fancy.
Ooh, yeah, it is fancy. Okay, well, if we're looking for stuff, this is probably the best spot. I'm gonna look at this desk here.
On the desk is an inkwell and some pages with some writing on them in a very sort of fancy looking handwriting. Would you like to read them?
I would like to read.
As you scan the pages, they are a guest list. Written in a different hand than the calligraphy that you guys saw.
I would like to compare the guest list I see, if I'm able to read it, to the guest list that the guard read out to me to see if there are any discrepancies.
For the most part, it's identical. Towards the end, there are a few names still written in the same handwriting, but they got some stuff written next to their names. Those names are, if you give me a moment. Bella Luna Ranwin. And in brackets next to her name, it says last minute attendee.
Okay.
And then next one is Brucia Rogata. And next to her name, it says remember to send an invite regardless.
Okay.
And then 3 more names. The first one is Elizabeth Pauletti. And it says representing Ariadne Fresco. And then the one after that is Shalia Marathil, and it says in brackets next to it, representing Cyprian Scagno. And then the last one says Decius Octavian, representing the Kaiser.
Perry, there's rep from the Wine Barons from each. Did you meet anyone by the name of Decius Octavian?
I don't believe so.
Okay, maybe he didn't show up. Okay. If that's the only differences, Proud's gonna commit it to memory.
Those are the differences between your guesses. The rest of the names are still on there. They just don't have any extra text next to them. Those are the ones at the end with the extra text.
Okay. And obviously not our names on there.
No.
Okay.
So that is what is on top of the desk. There is more things with this desk if you'd like to look around.
I would like to look around.
All right. Then, give me 1 sec. There are some drawers in the side of the desk, as well as a small basket underneath it. Which would you like to look at first?
Here, Perry, I'll look at the drawers. You look at the basket.
Great. Okay.
All right. The basket is just a small woven basket, and inside are some wrappings, like old bandages, and you can see some dried blood on them.
Did you say old bandages?
Yeah, sort of old discarded bandages, like cloth wrappings to bind a wound. And you can see some sort of blood kind of dried and caked onto them, like they've been discarded in this basket under the desk.
Yeah. Okay. Something gross over here, Proud.
And
what?
continue.
No, I was gonna say, that does look gross. Why would she have a basket of bandages in her room? Unsanitary.
And in the drawer that you look through is a small box, ornately decorated, carved from wood, with a hinge on it.
Proud will open the hinge.
It's not locked, and you lift the lid to look inside. Now, inside the case are several rings. Each of these rings look similar. They're made from sort of a very fine-looking gold, and set into the ring is a small colored gem. Now, they are sort of placed into small little areas to hold them in this box. Each of them has their own little kind of section to sit in this case. Now, there are 6 spots for rings to sit, but there are only 5 rings.
And I would have no knowledge
sorry,
of
sorry.
what.
My bad. There's 7 spots, only 6 rings. Just read the wrong number.
And so these rings, they look like they have a gem in them.
They do.
And they don't look similar to the ring we received from Gaius, right?
They do not. The one you received from Gaius was kind of robust and iron with a purple gem in it. These ones are very delicate, feminine looking, and thin band. But as you look at these rings, there is a spot missing. So there's only 6 rings in the case, whereas there are 7 spots. And from left to right, as they're lined up, there is one with a red gem, one with an orange gem, an empty space, one with a green gem, one with a blue gem, one with an indigo gem, and one with a violet gem.
Hey, Perry, come over here. You see these rings? Do you know anything about them? Because I don't.
No, I don't believe so.
And also, one's missing. And the gems are like on the outside of the ring, similar to like a diamond ring,
Yeah,
right?
where a diamond would be is
Got it.
a gem, each of them with a different color.
Okay. They look really pretty, but I wonder if there's any magical use to them. Perry, I think we should take this box with us, regardless. Maybe you and Ender can have a look at it.
Mm, I don't know how we're gonna get through all the crawl space and everything.
I can tuck it into my jacket.
It is small. You can fit it. You can carry it with you.
Yeah.
Proud, why are you just wanting to take everything with you? I mean, to be honest with you, if someone comes back in this room and they find this missing and we're still crawling around, that's not gonna look pretty for us.
Sure, but if they also see the dolls broken, uh, the open door that we unlocked, as well as the grate unlocked, they're gonna know something's up. So might as well go all the way, right?
I guess let's just be quick about it. Hurry up.
Okay. So I put that into my thing. All right. Let's check the rest of the room. I see a chest over there. I see some drawers, some other stuff. All right. Let's fan out if we can.
All right. Proud, as you make your way towards the bed, you see sort of the bed itself is neatly made and has silken sheets. And on the wall past it are some hanging tapestries and curtains. And in between them is a painting with a ornate looking frame. The painting is of uh, an adult woman, maybe approximately 30 years old. And the woman has raven hair, pale green eyes, and very fair skin.
Do I recognize her?
You do not. Though Perry, she does bear a resemblance to the dark-haired painting of the man that you saw. She has a very similar color of hair.
Interesting. This might be her.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. A little bit vain to have a painting of yourself in your own room, right?
I don't know. I feel like it's a little bit vain to have paintings of yourself all around the house. There's old man picture everywhere.
That's true. Well, I'm gonna check under the bed.
Nothing under there. It's very neatly cleaned. Very minimal amount of dust.
Is this a fireplace?
It's a window.
Can I look out of it?
You have to move the curtain out of the way.
Let me just like slightly peek, like just
Yep.
crack
Yeah.
it.
You slide it kind of slightly to the side to look out the window, and you see, looking down, the fence and sort of the backside of the property.
Oh, okay.
You can see that gate where you and Fox came in as waitstaff.
Oh, interesting. We're above the servants' quarters.
Oh, are we?
In a general sense.
Yes.
If we dug a hole straight down, we could get right to Fox.
Trav, what's in this treasure chest? You're so interested in grabbing everything. Pick lock this open.
All right. Well, I'll try. See how complicated it is.
It's
Probably.
not an incredibly robust looking lock, but it is locked.
All right, Perry, I'm gonna need you to watch the door. If you see the knob turning, let me know, and we'll go hide into the bathroom. Okay?
Okay, great.
Proud is gonna try to use his thieves' tools to unlock the chest.
All right. This one clicks open relatively easily.
Okay. Proud will look inside.
Inside is more jewelry. There's a golden necklace and a silver pendant.
Any markings or?
On the necklace, no, it's just a very simple necklace, very shiny and made of gold. The pendant is in the shape of a hummingbird.
Perry wants the pendant necklace.
Proud hands the necklace and pendant to Perry.
Great, wonderful. Perry hides it in her pocket.
Okay.
Now I have something too.
Proud will look at the rest of the contents inside if there are any.
Just that.
Man.
Okay, great. I guess it's time to go. Let's go.
Well, hold on. We haven't checked out this whole place yet. There's still books and there's still this.
Oh God, Proud, hurry up, because if someone walks through that door, I'm pretty sure this room's heavily guarded.
Probably. And then Proud's gonna check this area or this wardrobe.
In the closet are several very fine-looking dresses.
Okay. And yeah, nothing would stand out to Proud.
Not in particular, no. They're just different colors and adorned with lace and trim.
Okay. Proud's gonna quickly check the books, although I can probably guess what the subject titles are about.
You guess right.
And I'm assuming that's the same if Proud were to go over to this bookshelf.
Correct.
Okay. Well, unless we really tear this place up, I can't find anything else in here.
You guys are big. There you go. Just
Yeah.
hit me that you were
I was wondering
big.
about that, just tripping all over the.
It didn't matter too much in here, so it's fine.
Oh, it's probably time to go.
All right. Shoot, I thought we would have found something. If he was worried about a coup, shouldn't there have been something more substantial? Proud's gonna open the bathroom and get in here.
Alright. The panel is still resting where you left it.
Harry wants to look through the makeup drawer.
Alright. On her bathroom vanity are several different types of expensive looking cosmetics and makeup.
You know, she's had to dress up as someone. Maybe there's a clue into her makeup into who she dressed up as.
I mean, but everyone's wearing masks.
Well, sure, but you know, some masks don't cover the entire face, or she might have done something with the lips, or maybe, I don't know, arms.
Based on like Proud's assumption, can I recall anyone with this particular makeup, or is it like basic makeup?
You can recall some guests wearing makeup as their mask didn't quite cover all of their faces, though none in this particular shade.
I don't know, Proud. It seems very there's a lot of people wearing makeup downstairs. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah. All right. Well, might be everything we can see, we can find. God. Perry, are we going to be stuck in these shackles forever? Are we going to be sent back to Assad?
They're friendship bracelets. What are you talking about?
I'm just worried we're going to fail, Perry.
Okay, time to go back to creepy poisonous garden.
Yeah.
Right, you make your way back into the crawl space and back to the greenhouse.
Perry, before we leave, we should talk about something. Should we tell Ender about that rose?
No, not right now.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. He would stop at nothing to go look for it if he knew about it.
Like we can probably like let them know like later on when we're like trying to accuse this mysterious lady of all these different charges. You know, just at the very end when we're all like, "Oh, Lady Venetia, you're under arrest," we can just be like, "Oh, also you got some sort of rose right there."
Yeah, maybe we can slip off with him and show him. but let's keep distance from any of the plants.
I have a question. These mushrooms, I mean, it's probably like a generic, like, mushroom graphic or whatever, but are these the same mushrooms from the mansion? Like, can I discern that? The mansion?
Perhaps similar, but not identical.
Okay. Okay, Proud, let's hurry up because I don't want to get in trouble, really.
Yeah. We should try to. Oh, can I say that when we were back at the area over there, that Proud could put the grate back on? Or would I have to travel back there to do it?
You have to go back.
Okay. Perry, do you think we should put the grate back on or no? It'll be really quick. Here,
you go.
Okay. Proud will see this plan and try to go diagonally across here so that it isn't.
As you kind of pass between them, you see them shudder slightly and then calm themselves.
Yeah, and then if Proud can, he'll try to reach the grate from here to put it back on. And if not, then he'll move as close as he can to grab it without making the plant over here shudder.
Yeah, you can sort of fix it in place. It's definitely a little looser than before. It's not fastened as tightly, but you can fix it to kind of sit back where it's at.
Okay, well, we'll just go from there.
You see them shudder again as you pass by, and then calm.
Don't worry, I'm almost out of your hair. Okay, I feel better about that. Now, let's go back the same way we came. Proud's gonna try to listen in, see if there's anyone outside.
You don't hear anything.
Proud's gonna open the door. Oh man, when it changed that map, I was staring right in the eyes of the guards, and I thought they were like it just automatically took me to the top of the map.
Yeah, it took me there too.
Before Proud leaves, he's gonna, if he can I put the lock back on the door that says keep out?
You could relock it. Yes, that is possible with thieves' tools, but
what I think it would make a noise.
Not any more so than unlocking it.
Okay. Proud's gonna try to put it back together with thieves' tools.
All right. You kind of fiddle with it a bit, and then hear another click.
Okay.
You're a little more used to this lock since you figured out how to unlock it.
I was gonna make sure that no one was following when he looked. Look down this way, and then go down. Follow Perry.
Yeah, you can still just kind of hear some muffled voices from down this hall now as you pass by quietly. And make your way back towards the library. Ender, you hear a door creak open and then close, and then look down to see Proud and Perry through that.
No, when I do that, when I hear the door close, I keep the trapdoor with the crack open so I can hear into the room, but I'm keeping it as close to close as possible.
Okay, then you don't see them, but you hear the door open and close.
Okay.
As Proud and Perry, you walk back into this library.
Enter.
How long has it been?
Around maybe 10-ish minutes.
Okay. Did my detect magic spell that I cast show anything on the glasses or the pipe?
Not on the glasses. Something faint and sort of non-specific on the pipe.
Okay. when I hear them calling, I'll open the trapdoor back up.
Alright. The two of you see that trapdoor lift itself back up and then see Ender's face poking through.
We got some stuff we need you to look at. We need it. Let's get up there.
Okay. I help them back up.
Alright. Standing on the table, you can sort of reach his hands and then he can help pull you back up. And after a few minutes and some effort, he manages to lift the two of you back up and into the attic.
Okay, what did you guys find?
While we're up here, can I take a look at my scroll just so that I can like Perry's like, oh, I wonder what Mr. Grumpy Man is up to because it's been a while. Like, you think maybe you should hurry up or something? I'm gonna check my scroll real quick.
All right, you check it and it says, now added to the bottom, Gustav Galway is dead. Hurry up.
Oh God, guys, somebody died.
Oh.
Wait, what?
Oh. Wait, who?
Yeah, some guy named Gustav Holloway.
Oh shit.
That's big news.
Is that his name, Gustav Holloway?
Fuck. Okay. What
Galloway.
did you guys find evidence? Please tell me you found something incriminating.
Incriminating.
Proud became
Not
a
exactly.
Calypso, and he got some rings, and I got necklace.
Fuck.
Okay.
Wait,
well,
what?
hold on. Let's say everything. Okay. So, before, as we were walking up here on the first floor that we got up, through the window, we were looking at books about plants and antiques, and you know how we fought some cursed or dolls or whatever. Well,
No, I forgot about that.
Okay, shut up. We went over to this door and it said keep out. So of course we went in and there were plants there and they
Wait, what kind of
looked
plants?
like I don't know how
Plants
to
that
like
burn you, creepy
yeah,
plants, drool
ones that spit
out of
acid.
its mouth.
Okay,
Yeah.
as they're describing all of these, do I know any of what these are?
The ember one, unfamiliar.
Okay.
The acid one sounds a little familiar, though a little odd. It sounds kind of similar to a tri-flower frond, which is something that you've heard about before. It grows more towards the south, in the jungles and desert. But tri-flower fronds usually have 3, and this one seems like it only had 1 of the types that it can grow.
Like it was like it was shivering every time we took a step anywhere near it. It was ready to attack us if we took one step too far. And then we got to like this metal grate, right? So I break it open, and then me and Perry go through there, and we end up in this bathroom, this like really expensive looking bathroom. And then we go into the bathroom into this like really elegant bedroom, and we think it's Lady Venetia's bedroom, like the lady who owns this mansion, right? And then we search around, and on her desk are a list of names, and like it was pretty
Oh,
similar to
she had like bandages.
yeah, bandages that were like blood soaked, and then like there were a list of names, like a guest list that was similar to the one at the front, but like it mentions a representative of each of the wine barons, and then it says in brackets for Bella Luna, last minute invite, and then for Brucia, remember to send invite regardless. I didn't know what that meant. I've talked to Bella Luna, but I don't know who Brucia is. And then okay. And then we checked the drawers, and that's where I found this. And I'm showing him the box of rings. So looks like there's 7 spots. 6 are here, but one's missing.
Okay. So much. My detect magic is still going. Do the rings have a magical aura?
Very faint divination.
Okay. Perry, do you show me anything from the chest?
Yeah, Betty can show you her new necklace. I got bleeding out.
Okay, I'm gonna check the necklace and the pendant too.
Both non-magical.
Okay. But none of this
Look,
seems like it's
well,
incriminating at all.
I know, but like, I was thinking about more. Like, they're reading up about plants and antiques. They got like a whole greenhouse of dangerous plants. They've got a entire room filled with cursed items. Like, it's they're not on the up and up, but it's nothing against the law. I
Yeah,
feel like it
but
has to do something with these rings.
having exotic plants and having rings, these are divination rings. Like, there's this one missing. She could be potentially wearing it right now.
Right.
Maybe that's how we find out who is Lady Venetia at the party, but we have to have proof to against her.
Look, I know, like, but we searched like everywhere. Like, I don't know what this guy wants. Like, I thought there was going to be like something laid about, like a battle, like a map or a battle, or like reports of like I'm ready to attack. Like, I don't
Did
know.
you guys
It's poison.
did you guys look for hidden compartments or anything like that? Like
Look,
anything that she would have hidden away?
look, we got the best eyes out of the four of us. Like, she even sniffed out the goblin. That if anyone was going to find anything, it was going to be us. The
Are
bandages
we
were
talking
odd.
about Fox?
Okay, well,
Doesn't he right now?
what do we do then? Because
Look,
we don't have
let's.
anything.
Well, what about the rings? What if we put one
What
of them
about the
on?
rings?
Look, I don't know. It's either we go back to Basad with nothing and we end this night with nothing, or maybe we put one of these rings on. You said it had divination magic. Maybe we can find out something that we don't have answers to.
Okay, let's try it. I don't have any.
And
We have
then
nothing right now,
I got
so
plan. No,
we're
no,
just
there is something I got plan. We
Okay.
find lady, figure
Okay.
out lady, because
Okay.
somehow, some way, ring is missing from box.
Okay.
Also, did you check out this cute little necklace I got? It's got birdie on it. It reminded me of ebony.
What colors are the rings again on the gems?
it's the colors of the rainbow except yellow.
Correct.
All right.
Okay, I'll take one and we'll see what
Well,
happens.
there's 6, so we can go one at a time for 2 of them. I like blue. I will take blue, and
Okay, I'll take red.
Purple, please.
okay, I'll go with green as the second one I'll put on after blue.
Which one do you want, Perry? Orange or indigo?
Go, please.
Okay, I'll take orange.
Proud will put the blue ring on.
Okay.
I'm gonna wait and see what Prouds does.
Nothing happens.
Okay. Looking at them, does it seem like we have to attune to them in order for them to work?
You don't get that sense.
Proud will put the green ring on.
Nothing happens.
Okay, I'll try on both of mine.
Nothing happens.
Damn it.
Well,
Maybe we have to put it on a particular order.
oh, um, Perry, I think I found. I just think, I think I know. And then Proud's gonna start speaking in primordial to Perry.
Okay.
Perry, I think the blood rose is the thing that's gonna be criminalized. We might have to tell Ender.
Perry answers back in primordial. Yeah, but we can't really tell him right now. I mean, I kind of already knew that you were kind of like way behind Perry's plan.
What the fuck are you guys saying? Just
You know.
fucking talk normal.
Okay. Okay. Here, Ender. I'm gonna tell you something, but
No,
you have
don't
to
tell him.
promise- You, we have
No,
to.
don't tell him.
What
Look,
are you? What?
No.
Tell me what?
Okay, you have to promise not to freak out and not do anything once we tell you this. Okay.
Don't do anything. I have daggers. Perry takes
I
daggers.
have dagger and rapier.
Wow. I'm really getting threatened right now from information I don't even know what the fuck is.
Yes, don't panic, Hermit Man, because
Where
Yeah,
are you guys hiding from me?
you'll panic.
They have the blood rose.
Don't forget I have daggers.
Ender's face just goes ghost white.
Okay, so in the greenhouse, at the end, there was this rose. I don't know for sure. I don't know what it looks like, but its petals on the outside were black, dark, and on the inside, it was crimson, like at its core. You got thrown in jail just for asking questions about it. They might actually have one of these. But we can't take it because that's the major evidence. That might be the only thing we have
don't
against these
even know
people.
who he is. I mean, you're wrecking the plan. I was kind of thinking we can find
what-
him, not to
look,
slap Ender with stupid blood rose.
I don't know what other plan we'd have. The rings don't do anything.
I just told you we find Lady first.
Oh my god,
Bring
you
Lady
guys.
to Poisonous Garden. Tell Ender about Poisonous Flower.
It's not going to be enough.
Simple.
The blood rose might be enough. I mean, that's like massacre stuff. He got thrown in just for asking about it.
Wait, hold on 1 second. You guys were gonna not fucking tell me about a blood rose? The only thing that could possibly be incriminating about this whole plan? Because you're
Look.
worried that I was gonna overreact and try and spook it.
Okay, for starter, Ender, I wasn't gonna not tell you about it. I was just gonna tell you about it later. Number
Look.
2, it was Proud's plan, not Perry's plan.
What?
Proud's plan.
No. I'm the one that actually told him about it. Okay, the reason we
Because
didn't.
he felt guilty. It was that
Look. We thought maybe other stuff could be incriminating. Maybe it was something with these rings, but clearly that's not it. The blood rose might, if that's what it is, might be the only thing.
I'm surprised the klepto didn't take it. He took everything else.
You
The blood rose.
you said it wasn't a good idea to take it either.
I
Wait,
just
as much
took
chance
it
to take it as I did.
It was pretty.
Jay, from the description they told me, does it sound like the blood rose?
It does.
Okay. Well, there's only one thing to do now.
Okay, look, we
Try to
heard
find
his
the
presence
lady
of guards.
first and then interrogate her about blood rose. Great plan.
Look.
Let's go, guys. Someone's
look.
already died.
Look, there were plants all over there. That
Hey, shut
hurt
up!
us.
Both of you, shut up. Perry, write Fox back and tell him to make sure the balcony area is clear so we can get back down. And then we're gonna go out, back into the party, and we're gonna find Lady Venetia and expose her ass with this blood rose. Okay?
Okay, great, wonderful.
do-
Let me
do-
just go right real quick.
Do we need to get it?
No, just,
Perry goes into this corner and writes to Fox.
you know where it is, so we can find it later.
Perry
just-
writes to Fox. Found
my
blood
height.
rose, and they're mad. Going back.
What if they like catch wind and they hide it or do something with it?
Yeah,
Maybe we.
I doubt that she's let anyone else in there. It's her prized possession.
Jay, didn't the boss tell us that we needed to have the evidence the same time that we have her and we let out the guards?
Guys did. He did say that.
He did. He said
Okay.
that you needed concrete evidence.
Fuck, I
Guys,
guess we're going back.
Need to. Yeah, but like maybe we need to just figure out who the lady is first.
We are. No, we have to have the evidence because
Again.
we have to have evidence. We have to go back and, or you guys have to go back and get it, or someone has to.
Perry doesn't feel comfortable with this plan. I would recommend Ender you go with Proud so that way you can check out Poisonous Garden for yourself.
All right, will you be able to lift us back up when we come back?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I can do that. Perry's been lifting Ebony.
Proud, go get the blood rose, and then I'll lift you back up when you come back.
By myself?
Yeah, by yourself. You left it there. Now you have to go back and get it yourself.
Hey, Perry left it. Okay. Proud's gonna go back down the steps.
I'll lower him down.
Alright. You lower him back down onto the table. And that's where we'll end the session for today.
Yeah.
No words, guys. Just no words.
Okay. I thought for sure there was gonna be something in her bedroom.
I don't know why you guys didn't think it was the blood rose. Like the minute Jay was all like, in the glass case is a rose. I was all like, oh.
No, are we done?
I knew what it was, but like,
Yeah, we're done.
Fuck. Fuck.
well,
I meant to say fox.
see, well, Ender, great news. I also locked the door again.
Yeah.
Get back into.
Yep, you sure did.
Was there something you wanted to do, Fox?
I wanted to keep playing D&D, Dad.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure
Surely
there
it's
wasn't
not
something
going
you
to
were
take
trying
that long, right? It's only going to take like an hour or two tops.
to do. We'll pick back up with
I'm
it.
kidding.
It's getting late for me, so we'll return to this.
I was over here like, what's in this room? What's in this room? Eventually, I was just all like, oh, that's a pretty necklace. I want it.
Oh my gosh. I can't believe you guys literally stole everything except the one thing that mattered. Like,
Jay,
that's so ridiculous.
Nobody wanted to listen to my plan. I didn't think it was safe to take the rose. I was over here like, maybe we can lure the lady into her poisonous garden. And then we call the guards, and then ta-da! 2 birds with 1 stone.
Yeah, but that's like so much more complicated than just taking the rose to her. Because we know where she is.
Where is she?
She's in the party, disguised.
Fun.
Huh?
to be fair, that's easier than going upstairs through all those guards.
Like,
mean,
I
a
don't-
person
Like,
could
I agree. If we can
Correct.
lure her back up
Fine.
there safely, like that's a more ideal plan than doing it in front of everyone at the party. But like, I don't know how we do that.
Yeah, I mean, you actually don't even need to go upstairs. If you can just get her out to the courtyard during this, that's fine. Like if we can figure out who it is
Okay, wait.
and then just move her to a different room,
Fox
then
had
it's
a
fine.
great idea. Her window leads straight out to the back of the servants' quarter. So we lure her outside. Well, bam, bam, break the window and be all like, yo, B, you got blood rose in your freaking closet. It was basically a hidden closet.
Where are we on stream still?
Yeah.
We are.
Yup.
Yeah, no cuss
Okay.
words for Perry.
No, he's ready to curse us out as soon as we get off stream.
Fox
No,
didn't do anything.
I'm just-
I don't know what y'all talking about.
I don't want to like start talking about what our plans are for the next game if we're still streaming.
Okay.
Perry will crash window and throw blood rose outside and be all like, ha! Red-handed.
Jay, I really love this idea of this dilemma that you gave us because that's so funny how you were telling us before you were curious how you're going to end or how our arc was going to end. Now it makes sense. It all makes sense. Not to
Dude,
mention The blood rose requires people to be killed. What about the other family? What about in that mansion? Maybe that was a part of the blood rose
I
process.
mean, guys, look at it this way. Like, me and Perry just extended our campaign by at least one more session.
At least.
What?
Alright,
Perry was trying to
um,
be safe. Proud already got possessed.
I'll end the stream here and then we can talk freely. So I'll do my little ending spiel. Thanks everybody for watching. If you're watching the VOD, thank you as well. If you're watching this on YouTube, also thank you. If you are watching this and you haven't followed yet, consider doing it. The next session for this campaign will be next Friday, again at 8 p.m. Eastern. And the next actual stream will be this Sunday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern, with a class of crows as they make their way out of the dungeon that they were just in and make their way back to school. The other campaign that's currently running is Tuesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern, and that is Hearth and Home. They are just entering a dungeon, a old mine that may have some witches in it. Those are the 3 currently running campaigns. You can see the schedule below in my About section if you want to follow me on Twitter to find updates in case I change stream times or cancel something. You can follow me on Twitter. And if you want to find out more about the world itself, the link to the world anvil is there as well. And that has a bunch of lore about different gods of this world, the different areas around it, as this is a homebrew living world written by myself. Also, there is the link to the YouTube. If you miss a VOD and can't find it, check the YouTube instead. So, with that, take care, everyone watching, and I hope you have a good night. And I will see you on Sunday.